The desert was older than memory. A barren stretch of red earth and scorched stone where the wind carried whispers of long-forgotten battles. Men called it cursed land, blood land, because nothing survived there for long. But something had returned, something hunting. Act 1. The Scarred Frontier. The story begins in southern New Mexico, 2026, a borderland where cartel wars, climate collapse, and government collapse have left ghost towns scattered like bones. Refugees move in caravans. Drones circle the skies, scanning for fugitives. Into this wasteland enters Elena Cruz, a former U.S. Army medic turned smuggler. She ferries people across dead zones in exchange for fuel and food. Haunted by her brother's disappearance years earlier in a cartel massacre, she carries scars that run deeper than flesh. Elena's latest job takes her through the Bloodland, guiding a small convoy of refugees. With her is Marcus Hale, a burned-out ex-border patrol officer who knows the terrain, and Tomas, a teenage survivor with more grit than fear. As night falls, the group discovers bodies strung from mesquite trees, cartel soldiers torn apart, their weapons melted and useless. Something killed them with precision. Marcus mutters that no cartel leaves trophies like this. High above, cloaked in near invisibility, the predator observes. It has come not for conquest, but for ritual. Bloodland is its new hunting ground. Act 2. Hunt in the Wasteland. The convoy presses deeper into the desert. Elena notices strange tracks, too large for any animal, yet too sharp for boots. At night, they hear a clicking growl carried on the wind. One by one, people vanish. Tomas swears he saw a demon made of glass drag a man into the canyons. Elena doesn't want to believe, but Marcus recalls old stories from Afghanistan, rumors of invisible hunters who collected skulls. The predator strikes the convoy in a blaze of plasma fire. Vehicles explode. Survivors scatter into the wasteland. Elena is thrown into the sand, ears ringing, as she watches Marcus face the creature with a shotgun. The blast barely scratches its armor. The predator skewers him with wrist blades, lifts him high, and roars in triumph. Elena drags Tomas into a cave system. Inside, they discover something older than even the desert itself: cave paintings. Human hands had once drawn images of warriors facing towering figures with mandibles and glowing eyes. The Bloodland has been a hunting ground for centuries. For Elena, the mission changes. She will not run anymore. She will fight. Act 3. Predator's Game. Using scraps from destroyed drones and weapons, Elena crafts traps. She teaches Tomas to move silently, to use the land against the hunter. They rig explosives in dry riverbeds, sharpen spears from steel rebar, and smear themselves with mud to mask heat signatures. The predator, intrigued by this resistance, stalks them with deliberate patience. It studies Elena, recognizing her tactical mind. To it, she is no longer prey, she is worthy prey. A brutal cat-and-mouse game unfolds. At dawn, the predator slaughters a cartel squad that wandered into the desert, leaving only their skulls mounted on spikes of yucca. At night, Elena ambushes it with fire traps, wounding its shoulder. The hunter bleeds neon green into the sand. But the predator adapts. In the ruins of a bombed-out church, Tomas is taken. Elena hears his screams echoing into the night, then silence. When she finds him, he is alive, but marked. The predator carved its symbol into his flesh, sparing him as unworthy prey. Rage fuels Elena. Act 4. Bloodland. The final act erupts in a sandstorm. Visibility is near zero. Lightning cracks across the mesas as Elena lures the predator into an abandoned uranium mine. Here, the land itself is poison, the perfect equalizer. She strips down her gear, fighting with nothing but steel and fire. The mine tunnels echo with the predator's growls and the hiss of its cloaking field. Every clash is brutal: steel against alien alloy, human grit against alien strength. Elena manages to rip off its mask, revealing its grotesque mandibles. It roars, striking her across the chest, but she drives a uranium-tipped spear into its abdomen. The creature staggers, bleeding out, yet activates its self-destructive ice. Elena knows the stories. She drags herself from the collapsing mine, lungs burning, as the predator's detonation turns the Bloodland into a crater of fire. Epilogue. Legacy of the Hunt. Days later, search drones find Elena alive among the ruins, Tomas by her side. She carries the predator's mask, scorched and cracked, as proof of what hunted them. The government labels the incident a cartel bombing, erasing the truth. But Elena knows. The cave paintings told the story. The hunters always return. And the Bloodland is not cursed because of men, it is cursed because it has always been a battlefield. As the sun sets crimson over the desert, Elena buries Marcus beneath a cairn of stone, whispers a promise to her lost brother, and prepares for what's coming. Because somewhere beyond the stars, others have already marked Earth again. And the Bloodland will not be the last hunting ground.